Yo guys, it's up Shadow here and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Okie dokie, we have two major tasks today. Or at least, that's two tasks I want to work on today. Just thinking, do we need to get some more iron? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But, let's look at our two tasks. Task 1, which is supposedly quite a quick one, is to change up this thing, the gravel ejector, and put it at the right spot, which would be right here. That should be a quick and easy fix. So, that's what we're going to tackle first. Let's just... boom. Got that away. And then... I mean, that's literally like a 3-minute task that we're doing right now. But it is how it is. And that goes in here. Ooh, okay. Actually, let me think. The problem is... well, it's not really a problem, is it? Let me just think here for a second. Okay. We're gonna do it this way. Because I need to have a sorter in front of the ejector. Because if I don't, there is a problem. But, well, actually, let me think. Can we make this pretty? Which is totally a valid thing, right? We need to make things pretty. No, the problem is, if I put just a sorter down here, then the ejector is going to stick out, which is ugly. I don't want that. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to make this unnecessarily complicated by... let's put it so that... there we go, that there's a little pad here that we can use. We're going to make it so that there's going to be a thingy going this way, and then here, for some ungodly reason, gonna come up, then go down again, and then it's gonna be the ejector below, hidden away as it should be. Oh no, it's not an ejector, of course, it's a connector in this case. Right? That's then gonna be hidden away here. There. Then we can choose, put some plating on here to hide this stuff away. Yeah. Like that. It's unnecessarily complicated, but you know, I like it better this way, to be honest. Mainly because of visuals. Even though the visuals here are a bit weird then, but you know. Do we have anything more in the inventory? No, we don't. Okay, let's start taking these things into our building planner. How much can we add? Oh, of course. That one we can't. Okay, let's try and help ourselves out with this material here for now. Bloop. Oh, we don't have motors over here. Okay, fair enough. I'll have to get those eventually. Motors and computers are missing, totally. Yeah. I see. Also, I'll have to replace that with a normal thingamajig. Motors and computers. Yeah. Get some motors and see if we can get all of that out of here. Good. That's already that completed. That needs more computers. Still more computers. And then we need to add this. Oh. What? Really? Why is it at capacity? That's strange. It's not supposed to be at capacity. Very strange. Okay. Let's get 40 more and then a bunch of computers. Get all of these fixed up. I mean, what else is it? Why are they still in the build planner? That makes no freaking sense. Ah, well. Oh, because I didn't... The computers I didn't take out of... Yeah, okay, now I know why. I remembered how this thing works. Oh, man. Okay. Let's put that back in here. And then... retrieve all components. It's all done. There. Okay. So this is... oh god, I always forget what we're naming them. There, that's how our naming scheme works. Oops. Oh shit, did I just delete that? Oh god, that was bad. I have now a block that has no name. Yeah. Great. Which one is it? Sorter. Then, let's see. So we have assembler to storage, we have drill to refinery, refiner. Oh, this is from storage to gas. That's what that one is, right? Ice. Yep, that's what that one is. Good. So this one is from refinery to ejector. Good. And this whitelists gravel. And it will be on drain all. Let's not do that yet. Let's toggle block off. That's gonna be how it is standard. It's toggle off, but it is on drain all, which means as soon as we turn it on, it should start sucking gravel down here. And then here, this is, let's call this stone ejector connector, sure. What this do, just throw out, collect all. I think that should work. So, meaning, if we turn this bad boy on, it technically already should start throwing shit out, shouldn't it? Yep, there we go. Yep, already about 10 tons of gravel just dropped. Like, they kind of look like little pellets, you know, from a distance. It looked like our car shit, little tiny pellets. Okay, cool. That system works. Excellent. So that's good. I'm pretty sure that our drill can be extended again to 5 meters. Very good. Now, the second thing we want to work on today is at least a prototype of the extendable turbines, which should power this thing in case of when we stand still. That's a good case in case of standstill. Right. So for that we need for sure the turbines in here. We need hinges. We need... What else do we need? Would probably be cool to have decoys on them just in case of lightning. Because decoys should, in theory, work. If turbines work on these locked grids, then decoys should work too, I believe. Well, decoys work anyway. Never mind. Or I think they should work. Whatever. Right. So, let's do a little bit of prototyping. So, there needs to be a hinge. Oh god, we need materials. We need plates, interior plates, and steel plates to at least place things down. Okay. Oh god, I don't have much interior plates here. Let's make some. There we go. Okay, so what we need a hinge somewhere here. Now, Let me think. If I put it right here, that should in theory work. I think. And then we almost have to kind of completely weld this, actually, because if we don't, the problem is that we will not be able to look how it moves and how it behaves. So we kind of have to, you know, weld this real quick. And actually, I'm gonna put down one of these control seats. Or no, not this one. What is it called? Pilot seats? What are these called? Flight seats. One of these I want to put down. So... Ugh, cannot withdraw 3 interior plates? You serious? There we go. Just want to put one of these down so we can easily control it from here. Okay. So, first thing we do, let's name this something. Hinge test turbine, so we find it quickly. Okay, so first and foremost, let's put it on like 3 runs per minute. Okay, we're going in this direction, so let's set the angle to 45, and this one actually needs to be at 0. This one obviously will go to 90 afterwards, but for now this is good. So now we can test rest angle, and this is where we're gonna build. Right. So here. So how long does this have to be to touch the ground properly? And the thing is, we cannot put pistons on the floor. That's the problem. We cannot put pistons on the bottom of this, because the magnetic plates that we will put on the bottom of this will need to be on the same grid as the turbine. So we cannot put a piston on it. We'll have to check. But technically this should be working as long as we're on even grounds. So... hold on. How much till the ground? If we're going from 1 block above, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. We'll see. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at most. I'm not even sure that's gonna work that well. We'll see. Well, we might have to do some very janky construction. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think like that. And then technically a mag plate. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Magnetic plate here, which is gonna dock to the floor. Then on top, obviously, is gonna be the turbine. However, we want this to be probably a bit further up for better wind potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just see if we put it at here, how high it's gonna be and if it's even gonna do well. Okay. Test. There it is. Let's put this to 90. Yeah, I'm not sure this is actually enough to lock. Oh, actually, if we would be on the wheels, this would... Well, this is a little bit of a problem. We cannot actually properly test this. The thing is, we'll probably have to play with the wheel offset to make this work, but this is obviously not gonna work. This is too much. It has to be... Oh, shit. Really? Is it... Is that... Is it even going to work? I mean... Very difficult to say. It might just work like that. I mean, I just realized we cannot really prototype this any further because we do not really have anything to go on. But yeah, this is the basic principle. So it's going to be like that. And then... Let's just... There we go. And then... when it's not deployed, it goes like this. And maybe we'll even have some little, I don't know, like a thingy it can slide into and lock it in. So it's not gonna get hit by anything. But I wonder how complicated we want to make this. You know what I mean? Actually, the thing is, yeah, putting blocks here is gonna be difficult. Because you cannot actually put anything here. You can put something here, I believe. Let me actually weld this bad boy real quick, so we can get a glimpse on how this would look like. No? At least for this. Now this will technically rotate now because... Oh no, this is actually now not on a static grid, because in theory this is not on the main grid, so it's not working. Which is fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's do that. And then, let me think. So if it's upright, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here is where the turbine's gonna be. So if we place stuff like that, does that slot into this, or is it gonna clang? If we're losing a turbine, then so be it, but we need to experiment a little bit. It does not clang. Excellent. So something like that is how this is supposed to look. Yeah, the problem is we cannot really test this any further. But in theory, the concept is fairly sound. We'll just have to make it work with the wheel offset, essentially. That's when we have to do the great experimenting, I think. But before we do that, we'll have to do a lot of other stuff. Before I cut this off and actually make it free, we'll have to do a lot of different stuff as well beforehand. And also, as it was mentioned in the comments, another important room that I kind of forgot about, that we definitely need, is a, well, survival constructor / since we're on a large grid, we can actually do a medical room. Which, yeah, that's totally something we should do. So that's definitely also a room that can come into the ship somewhere, into the vehicle. Not sure how important placement is going to be on that one, because technically that can go pretty much everywhere. But yeah, so now, well, this is still loading, right? I'm pretty sure this is still... see, no batteries. I think it's these batteries, right? Yeah, they're still recharging. That's gonna be a while. That's gonna be a frickin' while. Anyway, let us do some little bit of architectural work now. AKA trying to define form so we can put down rooms with important stuff in it. You know what I mean? So for example, what we definitely know is that if we want to get to our ship, the landing pad is going to have to extend a little bit. I'm actually going to have to extend quite a bit here. So at least to here, it has to extend. At least the floor. Right? Because this is gonna be outside area, and somewhere here we're gonna go inside. We just have to see how exactly this is gonna go. We're working with not a lot of space here, but we can do it, I think. Just gonna weld these all for now. At least for now. And... get some more. Up to here. So that is connected already. That's good. Now somewhere here we're gonna have the transition from inside to outside. Probably something like this. Now the problem, well, I say problem. The thing is, this is gonna have to be like a point landing if we do something like that. Right? 5, 6. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, kinda. Thing is, the back is probably a little bit smoother because it takes less space at the lower level. So this should be fine. And then we're probably actually gonna do something like this. So it will fit perfectly with the ship, if you know what I mean. You know? And then the rest, the top here, I think now here we can just go upwards with steel plates. Ow.
Is low.
Yeah, I realize that. My oxygen too, because I haven't been on a station in a while. Or on a med bay. And also my hydrogen flasks are all empty again. Jesus, they empty so fast, don't they? I need to go. Sorry. They empty so quickly these days. Yeah, I still haven't fixed the thing. Still haven't fixed the freaking drill. There we go. Generator. Boop. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, something like that, and then there's just gonna be either just gonna be stuff hidden away like that, and then moving this up one more or something like that. And then what I think what would be really cool is to have some sort, almost like a gallery here around this drill. You know, basically that we replicate this ring up here as well, that if you walk around here, that you can look down onto the lower level. That would be kind of nice, right? So basically, how I envision this right now is that the lowest level of this vehicle, aka this here, is gonna be like the maintenance floor where you normally wouldn't walk around unless you want something to, you know, fix something in a machine or whatever. Something like that. And that mostly we're gonna move on upper floors where there's lesser obstructions. You know? So this is gonna be, let's say, like a central stage, central room, central crossway here. And then we can actually, from here, we can look into the lower levels, which would be quite nice, I think. I kind of like these gallery style elements in buildings and in, you know, in spaceships and such. I kind of like that. So something along these lines, yes? And then let's just replicate this in thickness all around here. We have 2 on each side, like so. Like so. And then maybe from here you will get into this, maybe we'll do like a double doorway, like left and right of this pipe here. I mean, this pipe is just going to be here. I think externally we're going to hide it, but internally I like it actually that we can see it here, because then we can also visually like confirm, yeah, it's still green, it's connected, stuff like that. Maybe we're also just going to put like a button panel here that actually controls the drill up and down. So you operate it actually from here. That would be interesting as well. However, the reason I put this here is that basically we're going to have some rooms on this level. So, for example, in this direction and in this direction. And we don't need much. We need, like, in my opinion, like a quarter, you know, like a little bit of an RPG element, like a quarter with some bathrooms and stuff. We need, like, a medical room, then maybe a room where there's, like, crates in that I can put my personal equipment in. Maybe even not, you know, linked up with the rest of the system, but just like personal equipment like drills and stuff. And then obviously there needs to be the bridge, as you would call it on a ship, the cockpit, whatever. And that's going to be somewhere over here. Now, what I was thinking is, where do I need to sit to steer this vehicle properly? Do I want to have like a visual where I basically see none of my vehicle and just like the front? Or do I want to be a little bit further back so I can actually see the bottom side, you know, a little bit of my vehicle below me? This is what I was thinking. But probably it's better if we have like a drive seat somewhere here-ish and then just have a glass, like a glass thing around it so we can see like 360 degrees. So we have complete visual, you know, a visual range. It's kind of difficult to say at the moment. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna actually steal that, because that's exactly what we need. We need a flight seat. And we're just gonna experiment a little bit and just put that thing down and see where would we like to sit if we drive this thing. So if we just, let's say we put it here. And let's also just weld that thing below, because, you know. If we sit here. Now, we would be like right at the front. We wouldn't see any of our vehicle, pretty much. I don't know. Do we want to be further back and actually see like, you know, maybe the front of the vehicle? Because we're on this planet, we're not gonna like maneuver between close up like obstacles and such. That's not what we're gonna do, obviously, right? So maybe we can get away with, oh shit, that was that was a creative mode move what I just did there. Maybe we want it somewhere a little bit further back, so that, you know, if we look down we can at least see maybe even the wheels, you know, on the side. Maybe have some windows on the side, you know, so that this goes essentially from here. Let me think. We're gonna have, how are we even gonna structure this properly? Let me think. So if we have a window like here going up like at an angle, and then this go, because I'm just trying to figure out how this is gonna look like design-wise. If we try to make one of these lines go up here, the problem that we'll have is that there's a, because of the cargo, there's gonna be a nasty-looking line here that doesn't look good. So maybe we'll have to do it a little bit different with a little bit of steeper a line, you know, with these. It goes up like that, at least here. Or we could say there's gonna be, you know, just a flat block here, so we have like 2 blocks flat at the front, like so. Then it goes into that steady slope. That should work. Oh, T-key. Messing stuff up again. Like so. And then we would pretty much perfectly line up with this. Right? Now the question is, do we want to have the seat like this, or what I could also imagine that I need to put down windows, otherwise, or at least the frame of the windows, otherwise this is difficult to imagine, honestly. We need girders to place those. Let's get some girders. Yes, this is an important part of the vehicle. The how is it gonna look while driving? That's a very important part, I feel. We have to kind of, I don't want to say nail it down completely, but kind of get it at least. Now, it's actually kind of difficult to place this. Let me just think about it. Let's say the cockpit room is gonna be 5 blocks wide, at least. Something like that. And we're not gonna extend this line downward completely. But yeah. So we're gonna have a window front like that. Now, visually, would it be more interesting to have like glass at the side as well? Or do we want a little bit of a bulky look by, no, I don't know, putting actual blocks on the side here? And then have maybe an alternative slope going down here. Maybe one consistent of these blocks, you know, running downwards. Would that look cool? I don't know. Fairly difficult to say at the moment. You know, something like that, I suppose. Which would then conclude like this. Then run just straight forward, like so. You know, and then this one would extend upwards a little bit. So, just gonna have to kind of try and design this room a little bit here. And then obviously these windows are gonna run up here. Like that. And then we could, for example, put the flight seat a little bit on a pedestal almost, like so. Then have this to be the main control. You couldn't really see the front of the vehicle in any way, but I think this should be, visually, this should be good enough. Right. And then you could have some more cockpits or stations like here for like weapon control and whatnot. If you had like multiple people actually controlling this. You know what I mean? I think this could be fairly interesting like that. And I also think these like 2 different slope lines running concurrent to each other, if that is even the right word to use here, could look fairly interesting, you know? I have the feeling this might look alright. And then we could also, like, you know, I'm just thinking, because technically, like, down here, we're gonna have a very flat profile. And only towards the middle, where the actual stuff is that we need to walk around in, that's where we're gonna have a little bit of roomage. But we could, for example, then, if we have this, we could extend, then, from here, we could extend, like so, and then have another one of these. Go up here, like so, you know, and then run the same line downwards again. And then you could put like weapons in here, you know. I'm not sure, you know, maybe frontwards facing weapons like cannons that aim in this direction and directly in front of us. And then, you know, just from a reason that they're between these 2 wedges here, basically to protect them from like attacks from the side, something like that. Because I definitely want to put weapons on this. Just, I mean, just for fun, because putting weapons on stuff is fun, right? So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm already burned through pretty much one of my gas bottles again, because I'm just being flying like I'm in creative mode. But yeah, I think we'll have to start moving forward with actual construction of the hull, because that's going to be very telling of many things here. So I think we'll have to do a little bit of big welding. And even though I said I would like to do it without montages, because, you know, it's a bit of a cop-out most of the time. If I can get this job done while actually doing something interesting and telling interesting stuff while doing it, that's better. But, I mean, there's just so much to weld here. But we could also, I mean, next time, maybe, since we're now at least like 50 to 60% sure on like design choices, we could start like planting down the necessary rooms, because I think what we'll do is we'll just extend this to here and then have one room over here to the left, one room to the right, and the same thing the other side. And that should be enough rooms. You know, like medical room, arms room, or like like storage room, quarters, and I don't know, something else. It's not gonna be as excessive as it was on our ship, because this is more it is a mobile base, but you know, it's more like focused on less people than our capital ship was. Our capital ship was like, oh, if you were flying around with a whole crew. This is more like a handful of people, maybe. But anyways, so guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and take care.